What's good, Kite family? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Feel me? I was making this podcast today to let y'all know about entitlement. Sometimes you try to alleviate hatred through showing love, but we never take into accountability entitlement. So that's something I wanted to talk to you about today. So I feel like when you are a leader, it's your obligation to show love, but never hinder an individual to where they can't move on their own. So it's better to teach somebody how to fish than to fish for 'em. You feel me? So when you move through life, and you a person of substance that people admire and look up to, always give wisdom to where people can fend for themselves so they won't feel entitled. Because you show too much love, people feel like without you they can't be successful. So it's important that you show people how to win for themselves, you know. And sometimes the best way to show love is not to show love. To show somebody that you can't depend on me. You know what I mean? Nothing is given to nobody. You feel me? That was the best lesson I ever learned from successful people that I knew. I always expected them to put me on or, oh, bro, do this for me or do that for me. But one thing they showed me is that they don't owe me nothing. You feel me? So I took that to heart, and that made me an entrepreneur. That made me self-reliant. That made me autodidactic. It made me learn multiple tools to be successful. Like I watched the individual, I'm not gonna say their name, but he's very successful to this day. He's a good friend of mine. But I watched him. He did graphic designing. He shot his own videos. He set his own shows up, and it was mind-boggling to me because I didn't know that you can play all those positions. You feel me? But so I used to ask him, like, bro, can you do a cover for me? And he'd do the cover, but what it showed me was that, you feel me, to be successful, you have to be self-reliant. So later on in the future, I just suspected stuff. Like, oh, bro, since you did that, could you do this? But nah, you feel me? What he showed me is like, bro, you got to get it on your own. You got to do what you got to do. You feel me? So you should never be, feel like entitled. So the best thing to do is, you feel me, just show somebody how to win, and the best way to show them is through actions. You feel me? Like I can show you better than I can tell you. Type of situations where you lead by example. That's the best example, is to lead by example. You feel me? So for sure, show love. If you're a person of substance, if you're a leader, you have to show love. You feel me? It alleviates hate. It eliminates hate. It's best to not be the one shining, have everybody else shining around you. You feel me? There's no envy in that. You feel me? But long story short, I just wanted to talk on that topic. It could go more in depth, but I ain't got all day to just be talking about entitlement. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. Leave a comment. I really want to know what you guys think. I am interested in knowing, y'all feedback and what kind of topics y'all want to talk about. But that wasn't even nothing I wanted to talk about. It just some spur of the moment. I was like, what should I talk about? Okay, let me talk about entitlement, because you feel me, when you on your job, people start feeling entitled. You feel me? So show love, but teach people how to fish.